A Prussick hitch is or Prussick knot is a really easy knot for attaching a rope to a spar or a rope to another rope with some very useful properties. Let's just show you how to tie it first of all, because it's, as I say, really simple. So you've either got a loop of rope, which is what I've got here, or just a single rope that you sort of essentially folded in half. You take the loop part over whatever it is that you're wanting to attach it to, and then just run the rest of the rope through that loop. So that's one turn of the Prussick knot, and then you should do at least two, and depending on the type of rope that you got, so as you're doing it, just split them up, make sure it's all nice and even the way you're doing it, so it should look all nice and neat. And there we go. So for what I've got here, two would be enough, and that lashes on like that. Good for starting a Prussick square lashing. The other thing it's good for is for attaching a rope to another rope in such a way that you can use it to do what's called Prussicking, or climbing on a rope. And I'll show you how it works. I mean, the thing that's really good about this knot is it's strong that way, but it's also strong for slipping in the other directions while there's tension on it, and that's actually the key thing. So let me just show you now with a slightly smaller rope and a thicker bit of cord. So usually the loop that you're attaching, that you're going to climb with, will be a slightly thinner rope than the rope that you're climbing up. So we do our Prussick hitch, or our Prussick knot. So running through once like that, and then come through in the middle one more time like that, and just make sure that's all nice and neat. So there it is, nice and tidy. There it goes. Now the really cool thing is that while this is loose, it slides on the rope, but as soon as there's a bit of weight on this, it will actually lock. And you know, provided that I'm pulling on this with my right hand, and that's not sliding at all, because it's sort of locking into the rope, putting a little bit of a kink in the bigger rope so that the red one's not going to slide. As soon as I take the weight off, it's loose enough that I can easily move that up and down the rope. But as soon as the weight goes on, it locks into position. And let me show you how you might use it for Prussicking. The thing about a Prussick knot is if you're going to do Prussicking, then the loop that you make probably should have a double fisherman's bend to make the loop, so that you've got a nice strong loop. You don't want the loop falling apart while it's taking your weight halfway up a cliff. So make sure you've made your loop the right way before you do your Prussick hitch. And you might want to have perhaps 3 or perhaps even 4 loops here, to make sure that you've really got enough friction to do all that holding of the weight there. As I say, it will depend on the sizes of the ropes to work out how many loops you'll actually need through there. So if we have 3 loops, we can attach them to a rope, climbing rope if you like, with our Prussick knot. One of them's to support our upper body, the others are for our legs, and while there is weight on these, the Prussick knots actually lock on the climbing rope. And if we then take our weight off one of the Prussick knots, once the weight's off, it's possible to reach down and slide it upwards. So this can come upwards, and so we're now able to get a bit higher. We can take some weight onto that, move this up and take our weight up a little bit higher, and now this is, our weight's gone off our leg down here, and we can take this Prussick knot up a little bit higher as well, and put the weight on, and once the weight's back on again, it locks. And so gradually, bit by bit, step by step, we can work our way up the rope. Hold tight.